Good morning, my dear students of grade 8. Today, inshallah, we're going to have unit 2C, which is a grammar unit. Today, we're going to know how to use present perfect and present perfect continuous. As you see on the screen, present perfect versus present perfect continuous. First of all, we need to know the usages. When do I use present perfect and when do I use present perfect continuous? Of course. Okay, but before the usage, what's the form of present perfect? Let's move to this slide. To this slide, you can see the form. It's subject plus has or have plus PP. Subject has, have plus PP. Like I have eaten my chocolate. I have done my homework, as you have had before that. The PP is the third form of the verb. So has or have in the positive form, but in the negative form we have hasn't or haven't. Okay, this is the form, the first thing. Let's move to this slide, slide 2. You will find usages. The usages of present perfect. Number 1, we use it to speak about actions which happened in the past, but it have a result in the present. How do I do this? Yani, how come that some actions happened in the past, but it has a result in the present? Yes, we have this. For example, if you entered your house and you find your little brother or sister, her hand is full of colors. In this case, you can't use past simple. You can't say that my sister played with colors. Played past simple? No. Why no? Because you have a result in front of your eyes. You have your sister's hands are full of colors, so you can't use past simple. In this case, if something happened in the past and you have a result in the present, use present perfect. So what would you say? My sister has played with colors. My sister has played with colors. Let's see the examples. Example 1. Her eyes are red. She has cried a lot. I ask you now, what's the result here? Her eyes are red, that's the result. So she has cried a lot. It means that this is a present perfect tense because she has cried a lot. What's the result? Her eyes are red. Her eyes are red, so the result is her eyes are red. She has cried a lot. That's the verb. And it must be in present perfect tense. Let's move to example 2. Layla's hands are dirty. She has played with colors. But we must do something here on the screen. I hope to do it right. Layla's, how to do this? Layla's hands are dirty. And this also, just a second. Okay. Layla's hands are dirty. She has played with colors. Where is the result here? I need you guys to tell me where is the result here. The result here is that Layla's hands are dirty. So what's the action? She has played with colors. I cannot say that she played with colors. Past simple? No. You cannot use past simple while you have a result in front of your eyes. This is, you use present perfect. Present perfect tense. That was the first usage. The second usage is an action that happened at unknown time in the past. When you guys want to speak about something that happened in the past, but you don't mention the time, no need to mention the time. Why don't I mention? Because no need to mention the time. Like I have seen that movie before. While you are sitting with your family in front of the TV, there come a movie on the TV on the screen, and you want to tell them that you have seen this before. Don't say I saw this movie before. No. Actions with unknown time in the past, you use present perfect. Yes, excellent. So I have seen that movie before. I've seen that movie before. Example 2, they have eaten at this restaurant many times. They have eaten at this restaurant many times. So an action that happened at unknown time in the past, you use exactly, you use present perfect. Let's move to the next slide, please. An action which started in the past and continues up to the present. An action which started in the past and continues up to the present. How come? Let's see the examples. Example number one, I have had this car for 5 years. I have had this car for 5 years. In the past, you bought this car. So this is an action which started in the past, but it's still continuing in the present. It continues. It means that you still have the car. You didn't buy it. Sorry, you didn't sell it. You still have the car. So I have had this car for 5 years. It means 5 years ago, you bought this car. Until now, you still own it. Example two. He has lived in Canada for 5 years. He has lived in Canada for 5 years. It means that the same 5 years ago, he moved to Canada. The action which started in the past is moving to Canada. He moved 5 years ago. But does he still live there in Canada? Yes, he still lives there. So I use present perfect for actions which started in the past and still continuing till now. He has lived in Canada for 5 years. Example three. She has worked at the university since 1994. She has worked at the university since 1994. That example you are speaking about, example three. So it means that the same. I wish to hear you guys. I wish you participate with me. Yes, she has worked here. It means this is the action which started in the past and still continuing till now. She didn't end the action. She didn't leave the university. She's still there since 1994. So again, this point, every action which started in the past and still continues up to the present, I use present perfect. Super, super, super excellent. Let's move to four. This is number four. A recently completed action. Recently completed action. What does it mean? An action which you have just done now. You have something you have just done. I don't know why it's not doing. It's okay. Okay, I've done this. Yes, I have just said that on the screen. I was making that one. Have was written in a bad way, so I was correcting it. And when I finished correcting have, I said I've just done it. I have done it. So recently completed actions which have just been done a few seconds ago, few moments ago. I use present perfect. So if your mother has just closed the door, you can't say my mother closed the door. It's not an action which started in the past and finished in the past. No, it's just recently completed action. Something has just been done a few minutes ago, few seconds ago, few moments ago. I have just cleaned the room. I have just washed the dishes. I have just done my homework. I have just done my hair. Recently completed action. 5. Yes, edition number 5. Personal experiences or change. It's divided to two parts. Personal experiences or change. What does it mean, personal experiences? Personal experiences like breaking your arm or breaking your leg, breaking your teeth. I consider this as personal experience. Breaking something apart in your body, I consider this a personal experience. Okay, so I have broken my arm twice in my life. I shall use present perfect, but not to use past simple, because breaking your arm is considered as personal experience. So you have to say, I've broken my arm twice in my life. Okay, so personal experience like visiting a new country, breaking something, some parts of your body, and so on. Like example 2, I have visited South Africa. I have visited South Africa. And example 3, it's not personal experience. Example 3, that's one. Okay, I don't want to do this. How can I come back? Okay. Okay, it's okay. Example number 3. Example number 3, it's not personal experience, it's change. Example 3 is change. Sandy has put on weight. It means that Sandy was thin and then she has put on weight. It changes. She has changed in appearance. She's not the same. So changes appearance. I call it a change. It's not a personal experience. Sandy has put on weight. Sandy has colored her hair. So it's a change. It's not a personal experience. There is a huge difference between personal experience and a change. There's a huge difference between coloring your hair and visiting a new country. Breaking your arm and coloring your hair and putting on weight. Putting on weight, coloring your hair, losing some weight, this is a change. But personal experience, it's visiting a new country, breaking some part of your body, and so on. These were the 5 usages of present simple perfect. Let's say them again. Actions, number 1, actions which happened in the past but have a result in the present. 2, an action that happened at unknown time in the past. 3, an action which started in the past and continues up to the present. 4, recently completed action. 5, personal experiences or change. Let's move to that part. This slide, I'm sharing the screen with you. What about the questions? Of course, we have WH questions and yes or no questions. For yes or no questions, I'll start with have or has. Like, have you got the full mark? You would like to answer with yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Has she got the full mark? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Okay. What about WH questions? You start with WH word, which is what, where, when, how, then have or have, then subject, then PP. WH questions has, have, subject, PP. The keywords already, yet, before, never, recently, at last, ever, just, lately, for instance. I know that you have had this in grade 7 and grade 6 and grade 5 and so on. I'll say that the newest ones or the most tricky ones. Yet comes with questions and not. I haven't done my homework yet. She hasn't done her homework yet. That's not negative. What about questions? Have you done your homework yet? Has she got a new car yet? Okay. What about ever? It comes in questions and statements like, have you ever visited have you ever visited India? Have you ever visited India? It's considered as a question, so I use ever. But I can see ever in statements like, that's the prettiest girl I've ever seen. That's the prettiest girl I've ever seen. That's a statement. Okay, what's the difference between since and for? Since is followed by time, for is followed by duration. Since is followed by time, for is followed by duration. For example, I haven't seen Alia since Monday. It's time. Monday is a time. It's not a duration. I haven't seen Alia since Monday, but I haven't seen Alia for 5 days. 4 is followed by duration. I said for 5 days, for 5 years, for 5 hours, for 2 hours. It's followed by duration, but since it's followed by time. I haven't seen Alia since Monday. I haven't seen Alia since 2 o'clock, since last week. Okay. What about already? Look, guys, I have already and just and never. They come in the same place. They come in the same place in the sentence. Okay. I have already done my homework. I have just done my homework. I have never done my homework. They come in the same place. After have or has. I have never. I have just. I have already. And so on. Okay? Okay. Let's move to present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous tense is this so similar to present perfect. It's so similar, somehow tricky. But focus with me. How to differentiate between them. Look, present perfect continuous, it's an action used to show that something started in the past and has continued up till now, and it may continue in the future. Oh, look here. When I spoke about present perfect, I mentioned that it's something happened in the past, started in the past, and still continuing up to the present. I mentioned that in present perfect. But in present perfect continuous, I told you that it's something happened in the past, continuing to the present, huh? But I added what? I added that it may continue sometime in the future. This is somehow a difference between the two tenses, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So I'll give you an example to make you differentiate between them. If your father came and he asks you, where is mom? You can say that mom is not here. Mom has been cleaning the house all day. I use present perfect continuous. It's has or have plus been plus verb ing. Has, have, been plus verb ing. So if you told your father that she has been cleaning the house all day, it means that she started cleaning the house in the past. And she's still cleaning in the present, and she may continue cleaning in the future. We don't know. Okay? Let's see the examples. Example number 1. They have been talking for the last hour. They have been talking for the last hour. Have plus been plus verb ing. This is present perfect continuous. It means that an hour ago they started talking, and now they are talking, and they may continue talking in the future. We don't know. Example 2, Dad, Laila. No, Dad is talking to Laila. Okay. Dad is talking to Laila and he's telling her, Laila, where is mom? Laila answered, she has been cleaning the house all day. It means that Laila's mother started cleaning the house in the past and she's still cleaning in the present and she may continue cleaning in the future. We don't know. Okay, guys. This is number 2, to express anger or irritation or annoyance. If someone is annoying you, is making you angry, is making you feel, like use your temper, you can use present perfect continuous to express your anger. Let's see that example and I'll add some examples. She has been using my bike without permission. So, but you won't say it with this intonation, you would add intonation to express anger. You would say, she has been using my bike without permission, with intonation to express your annoyance. Another example, stop doing this, Ahmed. You have been irritating me. Stop doing this. You are annoying me. You have been annoying me. You have been annoying me. She has been using my bike. You have been irritating me. It means that you are super angry. So you express your anger with present perfect continuous. Let's see this just again to show that something started in the past and it has continued up to till now, and it may continue in some time in the future. We don't know. Number 2, to express anger, irritation, or annoyance. What are the keywords? We have some tricky keywords, which is for present perfect and present perfect continuous, the same keywords. But he's not that stupid to give you in one sentence a keyword in the same two tenses. No. You won't find present perfect and present perfect continuous in the choices between brackets while you have since or for, because since or for is keywords for both the tenses. That won't happen, okay? Don't be worried, just relax. There are keywords, since and for, keywords for both tenses. So we won't find both tenses between brackets. But the keyword, which is dedicated only to present perfect continuous, is that one. All. Okay, so all day, all morning, all week, all month. When I see all, I must use present perfect continuous. Must use present perfect continuous. Okay. Time. Now you have in the upstream book, you have page 20. All I need from you guys is to answer exercise 2 and exercise 5 and exercise 8 in page 21. So I have page 20 and page 21. The exercise I need you to answer is exercise 2 in page 20, exercise 5 in page 20, and exercise 8 in page 21. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time, inshallah.